So we were going to talk about the tiara.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it said no.
I know, but I just think it would look so fabulous if you
Yeah, but
did.
I've only got little tiny tiaras. They're not really worth it.
Princesses Anne, the no-nonsense sister of King Charles, Elizabeth's iconic crown, and the firm stand, Queen Camilla herself. Camilla made a bold move, banning all princesses from say this wasn't just about jewels. What really went down behind those gilded everyone, from courtiers to fans, applauding Anne's bravery. There's something timeless about the British ruggles, but this one hits different, so decisively. People often talk about the real emotion, real stakes. Our family, the one who says what others won't, chin in the air as Camilla, fresh from her coronation that echoed through the halls, reminding everyone that some things are sacred. Royal watchers have long noted the subtle shifts in power since Queen Elizabeth's past now Queen has brought changes, some well-raised eyebrows everywhere. Why, after such a grand event, would she restrict the sparkle for others? Insiders whisper it was about keeping the spotlight firmly on, yet Anne saw through it. She knew the crown in question wasn't just any heirloom, it was Queen Elizabeth many believe should pass to the next true queen in line. Let's rewind to that historic day and tradition. But behind the scenes, things Queen Mary's crown, a choice that avoiders suggest she had eyes on more. Camilla issued an unofficial edict. No tiara. It was framed as modernising the monarchy, making it less flashy, more relatable. Yet many saw, especially those like Princess Catherine, who naturally draw the crowds. This ban didn't come out of nowhere. At the coronation itself, no surprised many. Princess Catherine opted for a stunning floral headpiece, elegant a style, practical and unadorned. But why? Insiders point to Camilla's influence star, no competition from glittering headpieces that could steal the show-down event, but with a personal twist, king and queen. Yet the ripple effects lingered, sparking resentment among the family. Think about it. Tiaras aren't just accessories. For generations, royal women have donned them at pieces. They tell stories. Camilla banning them felt like erasing a chapter. And that's where Anne comes in. She's always been the guardian of tradition, the one who remembers her mother's wishes vividly. It set the stage for a confrontation that would make headlines, even if only in hushed tones. Digging deeper into the tiara ban, it's clear this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment choice. Reports from the time highlight how Camilla influenced the coronation's dress code elegance for everyone else but her, it aligning with Charles's green agenda. But critics argue it was more about control, a piece linked to Diana that always turns heads, something bespoke, avoiding any upstaging. Yet the ban extended beyond the Abbey. Insiders claim Camilla pushed for it to continue at state events, ensuring her crown remained unrivaled. This move didn't sit well with everyone. Princess Anne, in particular, has a history of wearing tiaras with pride from the Aquamarine School royal flair. And Camilla, her own tiaras, inherited from family, are stunning, but lack the deep royal ties of the Volts collection. But was it jealousy? Fear of comparison? Whatever the reason, it created cracks in the family facade. Royal gatherings, a subtle but telling sign that not all was well. What made controversies? Camilla's coronation crown choice sparked debates over diamonds like the Koh-i-Noor, avoided for diplomatic reasons. But tiaras, they're personal. Princesses like Beatrice and Eugenie have borrowed them for weddings. Yet under this new rule, their options slimmed. And Anne, she wasn't about to let tradition fade without a fight. Her stand wasn't loud or public. It was quiet, determined, just like her. And it built to that pivotal moment where she drew the line over Queen Elizabeth's crown itself. Enter Princess Anne, the unsung hero of this tale. Known as the hardest working royal, she's never been one for drama. Yet when it comes to family honour, she's fierce. Sources reveal that shortly after the coronation, and confronted Camilla over her growing influence on jewels and protocol. It started with taking elements of Queen Elizabeth's crown into her own regalia, perhaps for future appearances or even alterations. But Anne shut it down firmly. Insiders say she reminded Camilla of the late Queen's wishes, that certain pieces were earmarked for the future, not the present. Anne's role here is key. She's often the voice of reason, the one who bridges old and new. But this time, it was protective. She saw Camilla's ban as a slippery slope, one that could erode the legacies left by her mother. Queen Elizabeth had specific ideas about inheritance, jewels, crowns, tiaras meant for Catherine as her mother's confidant, knew this intimately. By blocking Camilla's access, she wasn't just defending a crown. She was safeguarding the line of succession, ensuring that symbols of power stayed with those destined to wield them. This defiance wasn't dramatic, no shouting matches or public spats, just a resolute no from Anne, backed by protocol and precedent. Reports from Palisades describe the moment as tense. Camilla, polite but insistent, Anne, unyielding. It highlighted the underlying tensions in the family. Camilla, the newcomer by royal standards, versus Anne, the lifelong insider. And in the end, Anne's word carried weight. She didn't need to raise her voice. Her authority spoke for itself, leaving Camilla to back down gracefully, or so it seemed. And then came the words that have royal fans cheering. Bravo, Princess Anne, that's for future Queen Catherine. According to close sources, Anne delivered this line during a private meeting post-coronation. It was in response to Camilla's suggestion about Queen Elizabeth's crown, perhaps wearing it for a ceremonial event, or even displaying it prominently. But Anne was clear. This isn't yours to claim. It's reserved for the woman who will one day sit beside William as Queen, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Those words packed a punch. They weren't just about a crown. They were about respect for the future. Queen Elizabeth adored Catherine, seeing in her the poise and dedication needed for the role. Insiders whisper that the late Queen left specific instructions in her will, jewels and crowns to pass directly to Catherine, bypassing others. Anne, as executor, or at least deeply involved, ensured those wishes were honoured. Her quote wasn't rude, it was factual, firm, a reminder that some traditions transcend personal ambition. Imagine the room, Camilla taken aback, Anne steady as ever. It was a moment that redefined boundaries, and it didn't stop there. Anne reportedly extended her protection to other pieces, like tiaras, ensuring the ban didn't strip Catherine of her rightful sparkle. This stand has endeared Anne to fans worldwide. She's the aunt who looks out for the next generation, the one who says what needs to be said without fear. And in doing so, she's become a symbol of quiet strength in a family full of spotlights. At the heart of this royal drama lies Princess Catherine, the future queen whose path Princess Anne is fiercely guarding. Catherine has always embodied grace, from her choice of a delicate floral headpiece at the coronation to her carefully selected jewellery that honours tradition without overshadowing others. Yet, behind the scenes, she stands as the heir to a profound legacy. Queen Elizabeth's crown, a centerpiece of this saga, is more than a jewel. It represents continuity, a bridge from the late Queen's storied reign to the future. By blocking Camilla's ambitions, Anne ensured this crown remains untouched, preserved in its full glory for the day Catherine ascends as Queen, a moment that will symbolise the monarchy's enduring strength. This protection extends far beyond a single crown. Catherine's role as the mother of Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis adds depth to her position. She is not only preparing to lead alongside